and fire, the open roads are thrown. By your life televised, we're breaking every bone. Adrenaline insurgents, brace off the fall. Hitting it with HardWire, hear the engine scream. Living fast and reckless, this is our metal dream. Riding hard, never slowing. In the spotlight we shine, a biker's brutal journey. This life is ours divine. With HardWire, the crowd screams our name, chasing down the shadows, we're addicted to the fame. Chains rattling loud, the brotherhood's alive. Every episode darker, we're here to survive. From dusk till dawn, we're the keys of this thrill. Hitting it with HardWire, hear the engine scream. Living fast and reckless, this is our metal dream. Riding hard, never slowing. In the spotlight we shine, a biker's brutal journey. This life is ours divine. On the edge of chaos, we embrace the feel. Hitting it with HardWire, we'll always be here.
Hey everybody, welcome to Hittin It with HardWire. How's everybody doing? For one, myself not so good. I feel like crap today. Feel like absolute pile of dog shit today. Here. Wait a minute. I got this one. Yeah, I know.
Shit.
To fix that. There you go.
Shit.
Woo! I feel horrible. It's been something else of a weekend. See, I did my old lady's brakes. Yeah, I hurt myself doing that. For those of you that didn't get a chance, wish my old lady a happy birthday. Her birthday was Friday or Thursday. And, see, yesterday, I had to go get an x-ray done yesterday. And then, I was running a little bit late. I'm supposed to go, for a ride with somebody and let's see, I was running late and I was flying down the highway at about 80, 90 mile an hour and I blew my back tire out. That was a bad situation. But counting my lucky stars, I started feeling the rear end get a little bit loose. I knew something was wrong and I started smelling a little bit of, burnt rubber a little bit and I'm like, oh shit. And then I started hitting the brakes, but you can't. You got to hit them fast, but not like real fast. And then, you kind of decelerate as much as possible. When something goes wrong, you got to decelerate as much as you can, but not too hard. And then as soon as it started slowing down, I started getting the death wobble real bad. I'm just going, oh, I hear the old lady in the back go, oh, fuck. But I held on to it and we slowed down and by the grace of God, no accident. I called somebody and they come pick us up with the trailer and everything was all right. But I just had all them other expenses and now I got to buy a back tire, which is not helpful on my expenses situation. Yeah. All HardWire's feeling like shit today, so I'm so sore I can barely turn my neck. My back hurts real bad. I'm having a rough day today. But I'm glad I'm still here, so that's a good thing, For anybody that hasn't paid attention to it on my YouTube, I made a song for my old lady for her birthday. And I'm going to play it for you, whether you like it or not. So, for my old lady for her birthday, I made a song and see if I can get it to come up here. It's on my YouTube for anybody that wants to check it out later too.
No fear, find a lane. Watch it soar, ribbon up here the road.
In this life we until it's done. Riding together now under the stars. Our life on two wheels, not in cars. Long burning hot side by side. Heart to heart, forever we will ride. Burning holes in the night. Standing strong together. A biker woman and a biker man. Engine rumble in my chest, leather's worn and true. As we roll through life on two, struggle ain't nothing new. These winding roads felt so lonely. A weary journey now foretold. Never dreamed of destiny would begin to unfold. Our eyes were shackled, a path we couldn't take. Our true devotion for now we'd need to forsake. Two directions, paths we couldn't share. We couldn't tell what we were missing, betraying, or we wouldn't dare. Each day passed slow, couldn't lose true love to fears.
So we found a lane and hit the gears. I was riding solo, now the stars began to align. The years in open mouth, the message came a U-turn sign. Like fate was calling out this time. You're mine, light it up, watch it soar, rev it up, hear the roar. In this life we now ride as one. Stand fast, journey until it's done.
When the night gets wild and the crowds get loud, through smoke and sweat, we stand our ground.
Get out, no fear, no doubt. Loyalty, a fire that won't die out. We live by our own rules, don't care what they said we never make it.
We pave our own way when shadows fall. Hear the highways call. Through every storm, we stand strong and tall.
Get out, no fear, no doubt. Our loyalty, a fire guiding through the night. We live by our own rules, don't care what they say we never make it. We found our own way.
When the night gets wild and the crowds get loud, through smoke and sweat, we stand our ground.
Get out, no fear, no doubt. Loyalty's a fire that won't die out. We live by our own rules, don't care what they say we never make it. Our own way.
The road knew our story, one we've known so well, but there was more to this tale, so much more to tell.
One day, the sparks surely flew without hesitation. You said I do. The handlebars, our love began anew. Leaving us behind us in the rear view.
Yellow lights fly by, blurring through the years. No more sadness, only happy tears.
No fears, find a lane, hit the gears. Watch it soar, rev it up, hear the roar.
In this life we're ride until it's done. Riding together now under the stars. Our life on two wheels, not in cars. Long burning hot side by side. Heart to heart, forever we will ride. Burning holes in the night. Standing strong together we fight.
Oh yeah, I wrote the words to that. I don't know. Some of the words just kind of popped in my head, and it was like I don't know. That's all I can say is that some of the, and they were really catchy, and I don't know. The only thing way I could explain it is it's a bit of a talent, I guess. God gave that talent to me. It just pops in my head. But I was never able to make music to the words that I wrote. So the AI music has given me the ability to put in some prompts and turn my words into songs. After all these years of wanting to be able to do that, I finally there's a way that I can do that, and it really made me happy. There's a couple of songs I gave to friends and bands and tried to give to them, and they read it and went, "Oh, that's really good," and but they just basically went, well, "I'd rather do stuff I write," you know. So can't say I didn't try to offer to help, you know, like write songs with people, and they just, I don't know. Most people in bands are kind of, I don't know. Most of them are. They have a guy that writes the songs, and they're not interested in talking to anybody else, and they don't give a shit what you have to say. Even though as a friend, they gave a shit what I had to say, but they didn't give a shit about anything I would write. They just wanted to write their own shit. What's happening, GG? What's up, Gorilla Biscuits? Good to see everybody. I say it's probably going to be a short show today because I'm not doing well. Oh, hold on. Let me turn your microphone on. Okay.
Hello, everybody.
There, now your microphone's on.
I showed up. Y'all were asking. Yeah,
and she brought the booze. Amy, if you're at Mike's party, I'm going to give you hell for that. I was not feeling too good. I did not really, I don't know. Maybe the booze loosen me up a little bit, I guess. I don't know. But I'm not feeling good.
We don't have to do that many.
We don't have to do that many.
Just one or two.
Okay. Naomi, you have to wait for a special song. I haven't even met you in person yet. Mike writes a song. He's actually like, he can like do the music and everything himself. He's talented. He showed me a whole bunch of the stuff he does. He's very talented.
It'll be nice to meet you, Naomi.
And I can't understand. I understand. I know. I sent it to Mike, and Mike didn't seem like he was really interested, and he don't like AI music. And I can understand how somebody who's worked so hard at learning music would be a little offended by that. I get it, but at the same time, you know, there's people like me who I tried for years. I've owned all kinds of instruments. I tried for years. I never had the ability, I never had the patience for it. I learned guitar, but I only learned a few chords, and I just didn't have the patience for it or the time because I've always been busy. And I do get it. I understand why it upsets some people, but at the same time, it's really awesome that somebody like me who has enjoyed writing for years, and I kind of quit. I quit writing for a long time because of the frustration of trying to write a song and never getting to hear it turn into anything. And now that AI music is a thing, and it's surprisingly good. I showed it that song I wrote for my old lady to Hollywood, and he said he really liked it. It was good. And it's really catchy. It only took with AI music, that's the thing. It gets it wrong a lot, and sometimes you got to go through there and you got to change your prompt that you put in for the music to try to get it to sound the way you want it. And you might have to have it generate a song like 50 times before it gets right, or even more sometimes. With that song for my old lady that I wrote for her birthday, I think I had to try 3 times, and it hit it pretty quick. So I was fortunate that way. Mama says AI music is the devil.
This is my bottle.
Yeah. She wasn't fucking around this time. She bought the big bottle. Actually, I wanted to buy something, and she told me no. And I said, "What if I let you buy a big bottle of your Jim Beam peach?" And she goes, Okay. So I bribed her.
Yeah, I can't help it. I love my Jim Beam peach.
She would have asked me, I would have bought it for her anyway.
Yeah, I probably could have.
Yeah, she's spoiled. Here.
You are too. Yes, Naomi, I love my peaches. That was my name growing up.
You got talking to the microphone.
That was my nickname growing up, Naomi. I've had that nickname for years.
I think she's upset because she can't see herself on the camera.
No, I don't have to be seen.
There. I need to make it so I can have more than one camera in StreamYard. So I won't have to use this other stupid program.
Naomi. I used to be a walking peach. That's how I got it.
She's got a nickname for me too. I call her Peckerhead. Or Butthead. What's up, Dragon Classy? Glad you could make it. I had a graduation party I had to go to. That's why I had to come on late today. I kind of.
Oh no, she's gonna fight you.
I told somebody that I would come to the party, so if I tell somebody I'm going to do something, I got to do it. So that's.
Let's do. Oh, they see the green.
Yeah. Hold on. I'll put you back on for a minute.
Okay.
No, I have the Insta360 app up, and it took over the camera.
Hi, Frank.
Good. I think I can go back and.
A few of you was asking, so I popped up.
Yeah, she's a real peach.
Can't be.
You frickin' peach.
Sometimes I can be a spicy peach too.
The only thing going on in the news, I guess I could mention, is that whole thing with Donald Trump and Elon Musk. And frankly, I think it's fucking pathetic. Two grown ass men acting like a couple of children. But whatever. That's all I got to say about it. I think it's pathetic and horrible to air that out on national news. Other than that, there's not a lot else going on. Still more wars. Still people trying to go to war with Iran. Putin and Russia still hate us, and we're practically back to the Cold War days again. Excuse me. Other than that, not a lot of excitement.
Shit.
You and that button.
It's my shit button. But smells like a setup. I don't know. They're fighting, and Musk has got a lot to do with the space program now. He does more than NASA does anymore. I think it's pathetic. I think it's ridiculous. But I don't see the logic in it unless Musk is somehow trying to win the left's favor back so he can get his money back that he was losing. I don't know. I understand that Musk says that bill's a big pork-filled piece of shit bill, and it probably is. There's a lot of good things in there. I don't know what all the bad things are because I've not tried to read that big giant thing. Do we need a? They're saying that some people are saying it'll add a bunch to the deficit, and I've heard some people say it would help out. So, but I don't know. I think their logic behind the reason why it'll cost America so much is because of all the cuts, the tax cuts he wants to make, which is that much less the country makes to pay on the deficit. I assume that's one of the biggest things, which isn't necessarily, bad as far as the American people go. It helps us out a lot. So, like I say, I can't speak too much on it because I haven't read it that much. I don't know what all's in there. I appreciate you for coming. I appreciate everybody for coming. Like I said, it's probably going to be a pretty short show today because I'm not feeling too good today. I wanted to come on and say hi to everybody. Show everybody the song I made. If you didn't see it, it's all. I downloaded it or uploaded it to my YouTube channel. I welcome everybody to share it. I think it's catchy, and I think if enough people heard it, I would. Regardless, I mean, technically, Suno says I own the rights to it, but I would never, no matter how popular it got, I wouldn't make anything off of it. It said something about, I looked up into how to upload it to Spotify, and you have to have some kind of a distributor or music distributor or something upload it for you, and I don't know how to do that.
That'd be cool.
What's up, Dark Souls? I'm glad everybody could stop in today. I appreciate it. Maybe Mike knows how to do it, and he could tell me how to do it. Maybe there's a trick to it because there seems to be a lot of self-made, like, that's my dog beating on the floor. There seems to be a lot of self-made musicians that distribute and make their own stuff nowadays, so there's got to be a way to do it. What's up, Papa? Yeah, he might know a way to do it. I'm not sure. I'll ask Mike. Or if Mike knows, he can tell me. I know it just seems like one thing after another lately. Like I said, I blew my back tire yesterday at about 80, 90 mile an hour. And thankfully we didn't wreck. But it's one expense after another. I just put all them new camper tires on. I had to do her brakes. Now she needs new tires on her car. My bike needs new tires. The fucking shit never ends. Every time you think you're going to try to get ahead, something else comes up. It never fucking ends.
We will get there. Gotta think on a positive note.
Well, look, give me a day to be bummed, and I don't feel good, so it's my natural for today.
Yeah, you're allowed.
Especially when I don't feel good. Yeah, Papa says I don't wake up. Yeah, Papa, you wasn't here earlier when I was saying that. I was running late when we were supposed to go on a run. Just a couple of us was going to go over to another chapter and hang out, but I was late because I had to get an X-ray done in the morning yesterday, and we were flying down the freeway at about 80, 90 mile an hour, and then I start feeling the rear end get kind of wiggly, and I'm like, might be nothing. Then all of a sudden it starts getting worse, and I'm like, uh-oh. And I start smelling burnt rubber. I'm like, oh, fuck. And then so I hit the brakes and started slowing down as quick as I could, but without overdoing it, because you can't overdo it or you're gonna wreck. So I'm slowing down at a fairly rapid pace, but as soon as I really start like slowing it down, the whole bike starts just shaking. I start going into that wobble, and I hear her go, "Oh fuck!" And I'm just thinking, "Oh, hold on to it, please don't let me die," you know. But I got her slowed down and called somebody, and they come got me with the trailer, and I told her, I said, you better thank the Lord that we lived to see another day, because that could have easily killed us. But that could have been real bad.
I always say a prayer before we leave.
It's a good idea.
It is.
Well, this has got to be one of the shortest shows I've ever done, but I hate to do this to you guys, but like I say, I really don't feel good today. If you haven't noticed, I'm usually kind of more jumpy, and I'm stiff as a board, and I can barely move my head, and I am hurting. But I still had to come on because I wanted to let you all know that I love you and I appreciate you. And we will hope that I feel better next week, and we'll try to have a little longer show, and anybody that believes, say a little something to the Lord. Say, "Thank you, Lord, for letting HardWire survive yesterday," because He did. He let me live to see another day. I feel fortunate. I mean, I feel fortunate every day I wake up, but
That could be your neck issue.
I don't know. It might be. I was in, like, how whenever you're in an accident, you, like, at first you don't really feel anything because you're like in shock. So I might not have realized it. Maybe I did like whip something or hurt something a little bit. I don't know.
And stuff.
It could have been. Never know. But I appreciate y'all. There's going to be some new stuff coming in soon. We're going to be trying to do a new intro and stuff here pretty soon. As soon as I get some time. Everything's just been crazy lately. A couple weeks is coming up. It's going to be Mike's 4th of July party. So if you can donate to that, I'd appreciate it. It'll help me, because the more you donate, the less I got to spend when I get there. So, and then the way things are looking, if shit doesn't start straightening up, I might end up. And I hate to say that, but I really hope I don't have to cancel it, like cancel me going. But the way it looks right now, it's going to be tight. So hopefully nothing else goes wrong. But the plan's still as planned. We're still planning on going. It's just going to be really a tight fit right now. So hopefully nothing else goes fucking wrong. At any rate, I'll see you next week. I love you.
Later.
God bless. And I hope you all have a good week.
Hittin' it with HardWire, we're burning it bright. Living on the edge, we'll ride through the night. No fear in our hearts, just the roar of the steel. Together we rise, now this life feels real. Yeah, held a new path on that twisted black line. A YouTube dream where his past can't confine. With every rev, he's reclaiming his soul, teaching the world how to ride, how to roll. Rising up high when the shadows surround. HardWire's the name, and he's making it loud. Hittin' it with